Hi everyone, Rob Kajiwara here. So, the White House has broken its promise. Is anyone actually surprised, though? I don't think too many people are surprised about that, unfortunately. But yes, the White House has broken its promise. It has failed to respond to the White House petition to save the coral reef at Hinoko, Okinawa. It has failed to respond within its own self-appointed time frame of 60 days. It was supposed to respond within 60 days. I believe it was within 60 days of us, the petition reaching the 100,000 person mark, and it has not done that. It has not responded. It's been well past 60 days now, and we have not received any response at all from the White House. However, we have received a response from the U.S. consulate in Okinawa. The consulate, I had a a face-to-face meeting at the consulate in Okinawa when I was there recently, and they told me very firmly that Hinoko is the only option, and that the U.S. government will not negotiate directly with the Okinawan government because Okinawa is not independent. Because Okinawa is not a sovereign nation state. That's what they told me. Now keep in mind that the consulate falls under the U.S. Secretary of State, the Department of State, which the Department of State falls under the White House, the executive branch of the U.S. government. So, although we did not receive a response from the White House itself, we did receive a response from the executive branch, which is the consulate. So, now even though the White House has not responded to the petition as it promised, that's okay because we still have a lot of other things going on. We're talking to a lot of U.S. government officials, including members of the Congress. We're also talking with people at the international level, such as at the United Nations. So we're determined to make sure Hinoko is protected and that this illegal construction that's occurring on this new military base at Hinoko is stopped. So by the way, the first White House petition is actually still open. Anyone can still sign it. And now that more and more Americans and people all over the world, but especially Americans, are finding out about this issue at Okinawa, they're interested in doing something to help. And so now they're starting to sign, more people are starting to sign the White House petition, the first White House petition, which is great. I'm getting more followers on social media and things of that sort. So there's definitely an interest in this, and it's growing. And also because the White House broke its promise and did not respond within 60 days, even though we got well over 100,000 signatures. We're currently at over 211,000. And actually, it only took us 10 days to get 100,000 signatures. 10 days. That was really fast. That was really good. But because the White House broke its promise and has not responded, I think that's actually helping us get more attention. People are angry about that. And so it's actually helping the movement and the petition and most importantly, Okinawa get more attention for this serious issue, this serious human rights issue and environmental issue that's occurring in Okinawa. So I would just like to say thank you again to everyone who has signed the petition already, and thank you to everyone who will sign the petition in the future. There are two basic reasons why I think the White House has not responded. One, because they don't want to anger the government of Japan, and specifically Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. You know that not too long ago, Shinzo Abe nominated President Trump, for the Nobel Peace Prize. But the second reason, I think, is because there are quite a few petitions on the White House We the People website that are very critical of President Trump. And I think the White House is thinking that if they respond to our petition, that means they have to respond to all the other petitions as well, including the ones that are critical or negative towards President Trump. So that might be another reason why they don't want to give us a response. But one thing we can do to get around that is, if our petition to save Hinoko Okinawa becomes the #1 petition at the White House We the People website, then that might give them a good reason to respond to our petition, and whereas, you know, they wouldn't necessarily have to respond to all the petitions, because then they can say, well, we're the largest petition, so you know, we need a response. So that's just an idea. You know, if we do become the largest petition at the White House, then, you know, maybe we'll get a response then. Who knows? I don't know. No matter what, as I said, we are working, my team and I are working very hard with many U.S. government officials, and as well as with people in the international community, including the United Nations. We're working very hard to help make sure that this military base, this insane idea for a military base at Hinoko, Okinawa, is stopped, and that Hinoko is protected, the coral reef is protected, and the people of Okinawa are protected. We have a lot going on. I'm going to be talking more about this in my email newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter yet, please do so on my website, robkajiwara.com. The email newsletter is free. It's going to provide more information about what we're doing, because I know there are a lot of spies on my social media accounts, so there are some things I don't want to say publicly, because I know that there are quite a few spies who are trying to attack me, or try to attack my supporters, or whoever. They're trying to sabotage our movement. So there are just some things I would rather not say publicly, but I'm going to talk about more in the email newsletter. So be sure to sign up for that if you haven't already. robkajiwara.com. Thank you for watching this video, and thanks always for your support. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more of our videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.